I'm Christy McDonald with Detroit Public Television and One Detroit. So happy to have you with me here on the island this week as we cover the Detroit Regional Chamber's Mackinac Policy Conference. And joining me now is Major General Darren Werner. He is the Commanding General at TACOM. It is so good to see you.
It's my pleasure. Glad to be with you today, Christy.
Yeah, the last time we spoke on Zoom, and we talked a little bit about leadership. And I'm so glad that you're here today to talk a little bit about, I think, the future of work and some of the things that you're working on at TACOM right now. But first off, just kind of give us a sense of what things have been like moving through COVID over the last 18 months at TACOM.
Well, I can tell you from my experience, I've been the TACOM commander all through COVID. So I don't know TACOM from a perspective other than the COVID perspective. And what I've learned is that our workforce is really resilient. They're capable of developing solutions. We've used the internet and virtual meetings and virtual capabilities, telephone calls, to keep our business running. And we've been very effective. There have been some shortfalls. I can tell you that development of our workforce is probably not at where it needs to be. We'd love to be able to bring people back together and have the over-the-shoulder type training and development of our workforce. And there's just a personal side that is really important. You know, noticing how someone's reacting to today's environment or today's work. We just don't see that anymore. So, you know, being able to help coach and develop our workforce in the current environment, this isn't the way I want to have it continue. And as we move through COVID and we get on the other side of it, I'll be excited to get everybody back. And we'll still have some changes to how we work in the future because we've learned there's some benefits to what we've learned.
Yeah, I would assume that you would be able to gauge more the strengths and weaknesses of workers and maybe say, well, this would be a better fit, or let's move right here and the productivity can change in a different way. Talk a little bit about recruitment right now and being able to recruit.
Yeah, so recruitment of our civilian workforce goes quite well. We still work closely with our local colleges and universities, as well as all across the United States. We hire employees from anywhere. We go through our government employment process using USA Jobs, and we can hire in people from anywhere. Matter of fact, we did a program last year with the Black Engineer of the Year Award in DC in Maryland, and we were able to hire people at a job fair under that program and bring people in from all over the United States, which is really great. And it brings in a diverse group of individuals with different backgrounds and different education backgrounds. So we've been very lucky on the civilian workforce hiring processes. On the military workforce side, bringing on soldiers, I know I work with our recruiting battalions, and we're always looking to engage with and bring on board our young high school graduates, college graduates into the Army through our recruiting offices. And we'd love for those that are interested to reach out to our recruiters and learn about what the Army has to offer for them.
Have those numbers changed nationally during the pandemic?
So they really are very regionally. Each region is a little different, so it just depends on where we are. In the Michigan area, in the southeast Michigan area around Detroit, the numbers have been a little bit down, and I know our recruiting battalions are out meeting with individuals and encouraging people to join the Army. And it's a great place to get a technical degree, a technical background before someone starts a career, maybe going into college with the GI Bill or starting their career.
So you guys are doing so much work at TACOM and looking at the future of technology and how things are advancing very quickly and needing those highly skilled, highly trained workers to moving in Defense Force moving forward. Talk a little bit about the emerging sectors of tech that you have your hands on there at TACOM.
Yeah, the Army is moving forward into the future with a modernization plan that's really quite comprehensive. We have the Chief of Staff, the Secretary of the Army have given us a charge to move forward in different sectors, specifically in robotics and automation, and we're doing that at TACOM. Our team at TACOM is developing some of the most advanced new technology that exists in the world. We have great engineers and scientists that are doing the work to develop that new equipment. From TACOM's point of view, we are very deep into supply chain resilience and supply chain security. So we supply all of the ground vehicle, ground equipment repair parts for the entire Army, and that's a huge number of supply chain connections. So we work that very closely, and we are ensuring that each and every one of those supply chains are safe, that we have resiliency, we won't lose the small businesses that may be providing into those supply chains, and we're making sure that we're reinforcing those businesses through our acquisitions, but also through sharing with them our knowledge of where resources are coming from and how the supply chains could be jeopardized.
Absolutely. Talk to me about some of the conversations you're having up here at the McDonald Policy Conference, and some of the main discussion points that I think people are looking forward to when we're moving forward as a state now.
So we're talking a lot about the same things. We're talking about developing our people and how we can leverage our great universities and colleges and the community colleges all within our area to help develop our workforce with things in the fields of data science and data analytics, robotic engineering. I'm spending quite a bit of time talking to our college and university partners here. Also talking with, it's been great to listen to some of the senior executives from the different original equipment manufacturers, some of the OEMs that are out there, and hear their perspectives and hear where their risk, they identify where their risk is, and then where we have similar risk, whether it's with the chips that are delaying the production of some of the automobiles or some of the other areas that could be risky areas for our industries. So it's good to hear, and it's good to be able to share some of our stories that kind of create a little bit of a parallel between what is happening in the private sector as well as what's happening in the military.
Yeah, it's good to finally have some of those conversations face to face and hear what other people are working on. And I think that that's the best part about being up here at the conference, is being able to kind of get it out of our own sphere of work and the things that we're working on, and be able to start to hear some of the different ideas and the different things that people are working on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I've enjoyed the opportunity to meet my neighbors, basically.
Yeah, good. Well, Major General Darren Werner, thank you so much for being with me, and enjoy the rest of the conference. And we will see you when we head back home and continue to have these conversations about the future of work.
Awesome. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.